which is run by Kim Jong. North Korea is one of the most oppressive countries in the world, even though human rights monitors are banned from the country, and so are radio communications between citizens and outsiders. Some people have been lucky in finding out details on the secretive government policies. The North Korean government is a dictatorship which is run by Kim Jong. North Korea is a communist government, but some people often call it a theocracy. The government runs over 400,000 research centers for weekly sessions to teach the citizens that Kim Jong, who must be referred as Dear Leader, has supernatural powers and was born on top of one of the Korean mountains. The country's citizens are divided into three categories, which is based on loyalty to Kim Jong. The three categories are core, wavering, and hostile. The core bring in the money and have the jobs. The hostiles are not even permitted to have jobs and are forced to starvation. These are North Korean citizens who are in the hostile group. In North Korea, the citizens cannot even trust each other because the government enforces loyalty through its Ministry of People's Security, which they make citizens spy on each other, even family members. Anybody that is overheard saying anything critical to the government is subject to torture, execution, or to be thrown into one of the 10 concentration camps in North Korea. I do not believe that North Korean government cares about their citizens at all. During the 1990s, over 3 million North Korean citizens died of starvation. They don't put sanctions on them because the North Korean government would put a stop to grain donations, which would result in the deaths of more people. Malnutrition is a common thing in North Korea. On average, a North Korean 7-year-old is 8 inches shorter than a South Korean of the same age. By the pictures you have seen, you can tell that these children are not in the greatest shape. Even though North Korea is a smaller country, they have a large army of 1.3 million soldiers, which is the 5th largest in the world, and a military research program that is developing nuclear weapons and long-range ballistic missiles that is not good to enemies. North Korea maintains rows of artillery on the northern border to South Korea. That is believed to be aimed at Seoul in the event of any international conflicts. Long-range ballistic missiles have a distance greater than 3,500 miles. These are typically designed for nuclear weapon delivery. These missiles can carry nuclear warheads. Due to the long range and firepower, these missiles would be the most feared in an all-out nuclear war. Shin Dong-hyuk is an escapee of one of the concentration camps in North Korea. Shin says that he witnessed his mother's hanging and also saw his brother shot to death. He says they were kept behind electrified fences, they tended to pigs, tanned leather, and collected firewood or labored in mines until they died or were executed. Shin, who is 26 years old and now lives in Seoul, has burn marks on his back and left arm from where he was tortured by fire at age 14. He has the middle finger of his right hand cut off at the first knuckle, which was punishment for accidentally dropping a sewing machine in a garment factory at the camp where he worked. Throughout this video, I have told you about the country itself, its research centers dedicated to Kim Jong, their concentration camps, and about nuclear weapons. I believe there's a lot we can do to help this country, but the problem is that they do not follow the guidelines given to them by the UN, which prohibits them from owning nuclear arms, which they keep using them as threats to attack South Korea and the United States. But honestly, I don't think that most people understand how devastating nuclear weapons can be, so I will show you.